Okay. Hello everyone, it's Disha here. I will be sharing my observations about a girl named Sally. I did an informal classroom observation of her, and I also did a formal observation. I did these observations on February 9th and 10th last week. And I will begin my informal classroom observation. I observed her in the classroom while she was participating in special activities. There were 10 students present in the classroom. Classroom activity level was noted to be busy since students were working in various differentiated centers. These centers included a literacy block made up of activities such as reading, word analysis, and writing, and other engaging activities such as puzzles, Play-Doh, and math centers. I, the teacher, was making rotations and checking on student engagements while I was also observing Sally. Sally and the other students present appeared to be able to benefit from the structure of the class as set forth and maintained by the teacher. Sally was not distracted by the other students who were working in their specific centers. Sally has been struggling with reading readiness since the school year began and is slowly progressing. She is a visual and spatial learner. I noticed that pictures associated with words kept her attention. Language development and reading readiness were the main areas in which I observed her. Her involvement and motivation was favorable throughout the observation. She listened attentively to stories. She enjoyed the characters in the stories and said she was learning a lot from the story characters. Her facial expression exclaimed, "What's next?" And at times she popped up with an interesting inference as to what was to happen next. She displayed the ability to use reading strategies such as inference and prediction, analysis of the elements in a story, sequencing of events, cause and effect, visualization, pulling out the main idea, retelling, and identifying the author's purpose. Activity level attention appeared to be captivating. She was highly engaged in stories and even added her own parts to the story. Her imagination is creative. She can speak in full sentences but has a limited vocabulary. She recognizes capital letters, lowercase letters, and given a word, names beginning sounds but struggles through ending sounds. She recognizes basic sight words but struggles to say number words and rhyming words. She is still working on blends, digraphs, and writing words phonetically. It is difficult for her to form tall, short, and hanging letters. She is unable to recognize color words. I observed that her attitude was generally relaxed. She has strong verbal skills and tends to respond aggressively when talking to people. She responded well to feedback. For example, she said, "Yes, it's true, I do struggle with rhyming words. They are hard to read." She was proud of the fact that her reading strategies while listening to stories are strong. And the very next day, I did a formal reading readiness test with her. She participated in one session to complete this evaluation. She is of average height, 3 feet tall, and is 7 years old. Sally was noted to be a right-handed worker throughout the testing. There did not appear to be any problems with gait, fine motor, or gross motor development. There did not appear to be any problems with vision and hearing during the testing. In fact, she was very alert to answer questions, but I had to repeat some questions to her. Speech and language development appeared to be consistent with that of other students her age. Sally was given a formal test on reading readiness. At the start, she appeared to be tense since any type of formal testing makes her uncomfortable. She has gained some confidence in testing situations. I tried to make it natural by speaking kindly and slowly and mentioning how much she loves stories and how she understands them so well. The first part of the test was for her to recognize capital letters, which she did after 2 attempts. Recognizing lowercase letters came easy for her. She was able to name beginning and ending sounds, and when given a letter name, said words that began with that letter. She was not able to recognize color words, number words, or rhyming words. She was unable to reproduce rhyming words. Overall, Sally appeared to be able to stay on task well throughout the observation and demonstrated adequate effort at all times. Rapport was easily established and maintained with Sally. Although she did not initiate much spontaneous conversation with me, Sally responded to all questions asked. She generally responded in as few words as possible and did not appear to be overly guarded in conversation with me. Sally was very cooperative and attentive throughout the evaluation sessions. She seldom asked for repetition. She seemingly listened carefully to all instructions. Her attention span seemed normal and she stayed on task. Your turn. So, because I've been researching a lot about progress monitoring assessment and trying to implement it in my classroom setting, I wanted to ask all of you how effective you thought progress monitoring assessment would be for Sally. So I welcome your thoughts and suggestions on how this would work in the benefit of Sally and other students in the classroom. Thank you very much.